Hey, welcome back to Maximize Your Influence. This channel, we give you the skills to be more persuasive, more influential, how to negotiate, get everything you want in life, because everything you want in life is on the other side of persuasion. So I just finished up a podcast on visual persuasion. How do you create the perfect persuasive room? How do you have notes without having notes? How do you influence the eyes? Go to MaximizeYourInfluence.com, check it out, Spotify, iTunes, it's available there. But I want you to focus on some things. I want to supersize here some things I talked about on Maximize Your Influence, the podcast, okay? Now, first of all, do go to MaximizeYourInfluence.com, register. You also get the free book, Maximize Your Influence. You can get just pick up a little shipping and handling. That's all you need to do. And also take your persuasion IQ test at MaximizeYourInfluence.com. Of course, hit like, subscribe, tell your family, friends, and enemies. Let's dive into it. The visual part of persuasion, when you're giving a presentation, what does everybody do? They run to PowerPoint. Can you create a perfect PowerPoint sales presentation? Can you do this? Is PowerPoint more persuasive in sales than persuasion? And the answer is, it depends. Usually, no. You've been through enough PowerPoint presentations where you wanted to shoot yourself. Hopefully the fire alarm goes off. Please be done. Why are you reading this to me? I'm not 2 years old. Especially you see this in college and in the business world. But you see for presenters, it's like this warm blanket. All your notes are there. You're not going to forget anything. The PowerPoint becomes a presentation. You're not persuasive. If you're going to use PowerPoint, it should help you in the persuasion process, help you in the sales process, not so you don't forget anything. So I want to talk about some of the major blunders with PowerPoint and how to fix these things. Because understand, you've heard visual aids, and visual aids are persuasive, but understand, text on a slide is not a visual aid. That's not a graphic. It's text on a slide. They're reading it. It triggers different parts of the brain. Reading text on a slide and seeing a picture or a graphic, two very different things to the brain. So the first blunder is lighting. Let's dim the light so it'll make the PowerPoint hard to read. So there's shadows on your face so you lose credibility and everybody falls asleep. In what world is that a good idea? I would rather have the PowerPoint hard to read and more light on your face than the other way around, okay? Here's the other blunder, big mistake. Can I get to interview people after you've tried to persuade and sell them? I know what's going on here. Busy, wordy, okay? Their backs to you, they're reading it to you. All right, come on, this is not good. First of all, your back's to them. You're reading it to them. So you should not have a slide more than every maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Maybe 2 to 3 bullets per slide. Maybe 3, 4 words per slide at the most, unless it's a quote. Or you're doing a webinar. Webinar's a little bit different. You can have a lot more activity on a PowerPoint slide on a webinar because you're not there face to face. Then the projector. It's always on. If you want the eyes to come to you, if you haven't been using it for the last 10 minutes, why are you keeping it on? Turn it off. Not with the power button. In PowerPoint, there's the B in Boyke, hit B, it'll blank the slide. All the eyes will come to you. On most clickers, right? You click the blank button, it goes out. Or better yet, insert a black slide. And it looks like it. You don't have to hit any button, and never all the eyes come to you. All right? Another blunder, wrong colors. Yellow background with a green font, trying to be creative. Have you noticed the trend in PowerPoint? Very basic, white background, not as many graphics, basic, just to support your presentation. What about annoying movements? Things flying in, going around, moving up, moving down, dissolving back, flipping around? Maybe a little bit, but most people complain it's just too much. They're getting dizzy, especially if you're using things like Prezi. If you've seen that type of, it's kind of like PowerPoint online, but it's a lot of movement, and it might people fall off their chair because there's too much movement. How about bad fonts? Hard to read fonts. Okay, unless you're hiding spelling errors, a basic font that's easy to read from the back of the room. Sans serif is the best, just basic. Then, of course, a lot of times confusing is a big complaint. You have these graphs and these charts, and you're adding labels and things coming in second order and third order, and basic is better. A confused mind says no, keep it basic. And final one, font size. They got to be able to read it from the back of the room. 24 is about average, bigger if you can. Bigger, basic, easy, supporting your presentation. Hey, you can use visuals. I love visual aids. We talk about it on the podcast, different types of visual aids. But when you're using PowerPoint, come on, people. What are you thinking here? You've got to change things up. You've got to be the presentation, because PowerPoint, used in the wrong way, sucks the life out of people. It's not persuasive. You can't sell them. But when you use it the right way, it can support you. It can be visual. You can add elements to your presentation. Use it the right way. Learn how to become the presentation, become the persuader, and go out and persuade with power.